and gentlemen, the question we are asking on the news hour tonight is this two countries for Asaduddin Owaisi and his brother Akbaruddin Owaisi? Aren't we one India? Aren't Muslims and Hindus and other religions part of the same secular polity of this country? Isn't that something that is the spirit of the democracy that we practice in India? Why then is Asaduddin Owaisi and his party and his brother dividing India, just like Muhammad Ali Jinnah, virtually splitting India down the middle into two communities, one the majority and one the minority Muslim community? As I introduce my panel this evening, Nalin Kohli, National Spokesperson of the BJP, joining me live from Delhi, M.R. Venkatesh, political analyst, joining me live from Chennai, Ratan Sharda, founding member, Center for International Studies from Mumbai, Saeed Asim Waqar, National Spokesperson of the AIMIM from Lucknow, Ghanshyam Tiwari, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and Alimuddin Khan, political analyst, also with us from Delhi. But my first question goes out to Saeed Asim Waqar, National Spokesperson of the All India Majlis Ittihad ul Muslimin. My question to you, Waqar Sahab. Waqar Sahab, आपकी जो पार्टी की वेबसाइट है वो क्या कहती है, मैं आपको बता दूं. ये पार्टी कहती है वेबसाइट पे, it's a political party dedicated to protect and advance the rights of Muslims, Dalits, backward castes, minorities and all other underprivileged communities in India. कि सिर्फ मुसलमानों की पार्टी तो नहीं कही उन्होंने दलितों का भी नाम लिया, उन्होंने बैकवर्ड क्लासेस का भी नाम लिया. तो क्या जब अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी अपनी स्टेटमेंट ये दे रहे थे तो उन्हें सिर्फ मुस्लिमों का ही ध्यान रहा? वो तो सिर्फ 30% है पॉपुलेशन उनकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में. बाकी लोगों का क्या होगा वकार साहब? और मैं एक सवाल आपसे पूछना चाहती हूं, क्या नरेंद्र मोदी आपके प्रधानमंत्री हैं? सिंपल सा सवाल है, क्या नरेंद्र मोदी आपके प्रधानमंत्री हैं?
जवाब दूं आपको? जवाब दूं? इजाजत है?
वकार साहब,
मैंने कहा इजाजत है, मैं जवाब दे सकता हूं आपको.
सईद असीम वकार,
कैन यू हियर मी? कैन यू हियर मी? बोल रहा हूं, आपको आवाज पहुंच रही है मेरी?
हाँ जी, अब आ रही है आवाज, बोलिए.
जवाब जी.
श्री नरेंद्र मोदी आपके प्रधानमंत्री हैं क्या सर?
बिल्कुल, सुनिएगा बात. भारत का बाशिंदा हूं, इस हिंदुस्तान का बेटा हूं, हिंदुस्तान में रहता हूं, तो यहाँ का जो भी प्रधानमंत्री होगा मेरा प्रधानमंत्री अपने आप हो जाएगा. लेकिन हकीकत यह है कि मैंने प्रधानमंत्री
तो आपने सुना अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी, आपने अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी का स्टेटमेंट सुना सर? आपने उनका स्टेटमेंट सुना सर? अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी ने किस तरह से संबोधित किया, किस तरह से
परेशानी जानती,
प्रधानमंत्री का नाम किस तरह से लिया, आपने ये सुना कि नहीं?
आप परेशानी जानते हैं क्या आप लोग के साथ? या तो आप लोग हम लोगों को बेवकूफ समझते हैं, या आप अपने आप को टीचर समझती हैं. आप आदमी को बात करने का मौका तो दीजिए, कम से कम नहीं ज्यादा तो अपने बराबर का दिमाग तो समझ लीजिए हम लोगों का. आपने सवाल पूछा, 2 मिनट सुकून से बैठिए. कौन सी गलत बात कह दी गई कि जितना मुल्क आपका है उतना ही मेरा है? ये मुल्क किसी के बाप की जागीर नहीं है, ना मेरे बाप की जागीर है, ना आपके बाप की जागीर है. आप ये बता दीजिए, आपने हिंदुस्तान में, आप भी रह रही हैं, हम भी रह रहे हैं, हिंदुस्तान में मोहसिन शेख का आज से 2.5 साल पहले कत्ल होता है मुसलमान होने के नाते पुणे में. उसके बाद अखलाक, उसके बाद अयूब, उसके बाद जाहिद, उसके बाद अंसारी, उसके बाद छोटू खान, उसके बाद मिनहाज, उसके बाद शेख सज्जू, उसके बाद शेख सिराज, उसके बाद नईम, हलीम, इब्राहिम, जफर, लाइन लग जाती है. जुनैद को देखिए मार डाला, 16 साल का बच्चा रोजे से था. और जिस दिन प्रधानमंत्री जी बयान दे रहे थे कि ये गौरक्षकों के नाम जो हत्याएं हो रही हैं, गोरक्षा के नाम पर ये गुंडे हैं, इसको रुकना चाहिए, इसको बंद होना चाहिए, उसी दिन झारखंड में फिर अलीमुद्दीन को शक के घेरे में रखते हुए शक था कि उनकी गाड़ी में गाय का गोश्त हो सकता है, इसलिए उसको मार डाला पीट पीट कर. इस तरह की घटनाएं हो रही हैं. और हमारे हिंदुस्तान में ममता, नीतीश, लालू, अखिलेश जी, मायावती जी, कोई नहीं बोलने वाला है किसी तरह से, किसी का जबान नहीं खुल रहा है. कोई बयान नहीं आया इतने दिन में कि किसी ने यह भी मजम्मत कर दियो कि जो हो रहा है गलत हो रहा है, तो सारा ठेका हम लोगों ने ले रखा है। हम अपने कौम की बात नहीं करेंगे तो हमारे कौम की बात कौन करेगा? आप ये बता दीजिए कि जरा सी बात होती है इलेक्शन के ऊपर, जब बिहार में हमसे कहा जाता है, लोग कहते हैं कि जो हमको वोट, बीजेपी को वोट नहीं देगा उसको पाकिस्तान भगा दिया जाएगा। कोई कहता है जो नरेंद्र मोदी को वोट नहीं देगा उसको समुद्र में डिबो दिया जाएगा। इस तरह की भाषा का इस्तेमाल हमारे खिलाफ होता है। हमने कौन सी गलत बात कह दी? टोपी लगा के चलना क्या हिंदुस्तान में गुनाह हो गया है? तिलक लगा के लोग चल सकते हैं।
मैं आपको सुनाऊं, मैं आपको अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी का बाइट सुनाऊं जहां उन्होंने इस तरह से कहा है। एक तो उन्होंने प्रधानमंत्री को आप नहीं कहा, उन्होंने कहा तेरा। इस तरह से आप जिस तरह से अदब से बात कर रहे हैं, क्या ये अदब अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी को नहीं दिखानी चाहिए थी? क्या अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी
नहीं, देखिए ये
प्रधानमंत्री को तेरा मेरा करके बुलाएंगे और क्या ये कहेंगे ए प्रधानमंत्री, ए नरेंद्र मोदी, ये तरीका है, ये लहजा है? और उसके बाद आप मुद्दे की बात पर आ जाइए। मुद्दे की बात यह है कि उन्होंने कहा कि मुसलमान जो है वो वोट करे और 50 से 60 सीटें दे AIMIM को, ताकि लोकसभा में आपकी 50 सीटें हों। खाली मुसलमान वोट करेगा आपके लिए? बाकी जो आपकी कंस्टिट्यूएंसी के लोग हैं, मैं आपको बता दूं कितनी कंस्टिट्यूएंसी में बाकी लोग हैं। 64% मुसलमान हैं असदुद्दीन ओवैसी की कंस्टिट्यूएंसी में। बाकी 46%, बाकी 46% कौन है सर? ये आपके लोग नहीं है।
आप मुझसे,
आप इनके रिप्रेजेंटेटिव नहीं है।
उसके बाद जीत कर आ रहे हैं अकबर साहब, उसके बाद जीत कर आ रहे हैं अकबर साहब। आप बात समझिए मेरी, जो मैं कह रहा हूं उसको सुनिए। काशीराम जी, मायावती जी दलित की बात करें, मुलायम सिंह जी, अखिलेश जी यादव की बात करें, लालू जी यादव की बात करें, नीतीश जी बैकवर्ड की बात करें, अंबेडकर जी भी यही करते थे, भारतीय जनता पार्टी
मजहब की बात तो नहीं कर रहे,
शिवसेना, सब हिंदुओं की बात करें, अगर हमने मुसलमान की बात कर ली, मुसलमान को यूनाइट होने की बात कर ली, तो हमने क्या हिंदुस्तान में गुनाह कबीरा कर दिया है? ये इतना बड़ा गुनाह कर दिया है कि हमें क्या कत्ल कर देंगे आप लोग, फांसी पे चढ़ा देंगे? हम अपने कौम को एक कर रहे हैं, हिंदुस्तान के संविधान और आइन के दायरे में रहते हुए वोट देने की।
आपकी कौम एक होती है दूसरी कौम को डिवाइड करके? आपकी कौम एक होती है दूसरों को डिवाइड करके? सर नलिन कोहली, may I ask you, you're also a lawyer.
आप गलत बोल रही हैं, आप गलत बोल रही हैं।
Yes, Nalin Kohli, I'm asking you, under the Indian Penal Code, under section 153A, it says, promoting enmity between different groups on the ground of religion, race, place of birth, residence, language, and whoever does this by words either spoken or written or by signs of any visible representations or otherwise promotes attempts to create enmity or create differences or ill will is something that is punishable under the Indian Penal Code, section 153A. Do you think, Nalin Kohli, this section applies to Akbaruddin Owaisi?
Absolutely. That's a simple question. It absolutely applies to him. I have no doubt that some Indian citizen will file a case against him. I have many things to say, Navika ji. Since this debate has begun on the Hindu-Muslim note, no less than by everyone, including the spokesperson of the AIAMM, I will also speak on the Hindu-Muslim terms. I think it's about time we stop our pretensions and take the issues on headlong. Let's start from the very top. India is a secular republic where the state does not follow under the constitution any religion, because the Hindu majority community in 47 chose not to have a theological driven state. Pakistan did. It's the Islamic Republic. But Pakistan is not the only Islamic Republic. If anyone wants to promote the cause of Islam, there are many countries in the world where they can happily migrate and do it there. People migrate for economic reasons, people migrate for social reasons, family reasons, even religious reasons. Is there a bar? People have a choice. The same would apply to maybe Christians. They have a choice to go for religious reasons to many countries. For Jews, it is only Israel. For Buddhists, there are many countries, but for Hindus, tell me one country. If there is one country that a Hindu can immigrate for religious reasons, there isn't a country in the world. So this is a secular country because the majority community feels and breeds secularism. Not that there are not Muslims who are secular, not that there are not Christians who are not secular, but certainly the language of Mr. Owaisi and his spokesperson and others is anything but secular. First point. Then he came out with a long list of people who have been killed, all Muslim names. So when Ayub Pandit was lynched in Ramzan outside the mosque where Muslims were praying in Srinagar, which Hindu killed him? When Fayaz, our officer in the army as a doctor, was lynched and killed by terrorists, which Hindu killed him? When Sujit in Bangalore, a Karyakarta of the RSS BJP, was killed by a Muslim mob, which Hindu killed him? The same applies to Kerala. So are we going to now divide crime into Hindu-Muslim? It's most unfortunate. In every incident that he has spoken of, show me where in the BJP government's action is not being taken, including the most terrible incident of Junaid. Young boy, smart boy, during his just a travel in a train, killed by goons, including 2 government officials. Show me where action is not being taken, but I can say it with a sense of responsibility. Action is not being taken against those Hindus who were killed in states where they feel the secular vote would be there, taking action. Let me give you another example of this so-called warped and perverted secular mindset. Perverted, I repeat. In the Shakti Mills rape case, 1 minute, Shakti Mills rape case, out of the 5 accused, 4 were Muslims. And what did Mulayam Singh Yadav say in this vote for Muslims? Boys are boys. They after all can rape. Aisa to karte hi hai. What kind of language is this? Is rape to be seen in this manner? Now a final point to all of these people who are speaking. Please be aware, India is a land that will be secular, and if anyone wants to go beyond the constitutional mandate, you've got it wrong. Akrobuddin Owaisi is that I didn't interrupt anybody. Please, sir, don't interrupt me. I've had the decency to hear somebody. I don't want anybody to interrupt me, please. My last point is this. In terms of Akrobuddin Owaisi, what did he say? Akrobuddin Owaisi said, again, who is this rude gentleman who's interrupting me, ma'am? When I'm speaking, I have not interrupted. He can speak who he wants to.
No, you are rude, Mr. Kohli.
Just because a Hindu Muslim is not acceptable to me. I want to finish my last point, please, sir. You may speak after that, whoever is speaking. I will finish my last point. My last point, Navika ji, which I want to finish. My last point, Navika ji, which I wish to finish. My last point, Navika ji, which I wish to finish, irrespective of this rude man who's interrupting me, and I would like to finish it. My last point is very simple. Akrobuddin Owaisi says, "अरे हिंदुस्तान के पुलिस 15 मिनट घर में जाना फिर देखना हम क्या क्या incitement to violence हम मरते भी हैं तो कफन के लिए 6 फुट लेकर जाते हैं." Show me which Hindu has spoken in these ways. I think we should put a stop to this kind of communal thinking. If it is a Hindu, punish him. If it's a Muslim, punish him. Punish him if he's a Christian, Jew, Parsi, Buddhist, anything. But anyone who wants to go beyond the constitution, this nation and its right-thinking people will not tolerate them. And certainly not the BJP, where Prime Minister Modi says, the only book that I work with is the Constitution of India.
That's right. Okay, Ghanshyam Tiwari is responding to you. Ghanshyam Tiwari.
By hollow claims.
Yes.
Yes. Let me respond. There are enough questions out there, Navika, for you to add to them. Let me just respond to two points. One, Mr. Nalin Kohli in his hollow claims spoke about Section 153A. Which party in India has the highest criminals under 153A? It is the BJP. Yogi Adityanath ji has been booked on 2 cases in Section 153A. What does Nalin Kohli has to say about it? Even in case of Babri Masjid, Uma Bharti has been booked on Section 153.
Very simple, I'll answer it
the entire
after you finish.
country has become a theatre of BJP script in which a fringe in which a fringe element, AIMIM, they have 9 MLAs, 1 MP. It's a fringe voice, but it is now thrust as a mainstream voice in the country because it is playing in the gallery of BJP. They want the entire country to discuss day in, day out, Hindu-Muslim, Hindu-Muslim. They want the country to discuss lynch mobs because it is their mission 2019. There are no jobs in mission 2019. There's no prosperity for farmers in 2019. There's nothing for traders. There's nothing for women, crime against women in 2019. There's only Hindu and Muslim butchering of people by lynch mobs, and Section 153A, people like Yogi Adityanath are the messiahs of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. They are sitting on their own crime files. When the court asks that, whether did you incite violence in Gorakhpur riots, he is not responding to that. And Nalin Kohli comes here and starts preaching all of
May
us
I
about how
also
they
draw
are
your
the messiah of
attention
Sabka
to
Saath,
the
Sabka
Supreme
Vikas.
Court
There is
observations,
a-
sir? May I draw your attention, Ghanshyam Tiwari, to the Supreme Court observations?
Navika ji, may I have a quick retort?
2014, when strongly indicting, 1 minute, strongly indicting the Akhilesh Yadav government in Uttar Pradesh over the communal riots in Muzaffarnagar last year, the Supreme Court said that it held prima facie guilty of negligence in preventing the violence and ordered it to immediately arrest all those accused. So you and your support to minority politics is well known, but the Supreme Court accused your party of criminal negligence in allowing the Muzaffarnagar riots to happen, Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari. What are you preaching to the world?
Your criticism is I'm not preaching. Your criticism is justified and there is no defense to such criticism. But the reality is in the past 3 years, the country has been on boil on issues that do not matter. We are a united country. BJP has created a rift among people so that we stop asking tough questions about employment. We stop asking tough questions about farmers and prosperity of farmers. And we start talking about cow, cattle. Look at any 3 years in India's life. There has never been more riots.
What is the discourse of
I'd like to comment, please.
What is the discourse of Azam Khan, sir? What is the discourse of Azam Khan? Azam Khan actually criticizes the Indian army. Isn't Azam Khan part of the Samajwadi Party? Why don't you look at your own discourse, sir?
Divides the country, but
why don't you look at the discourse within your own party? Are you talking about jobs or are you talking about Pakistan? Are you talking about condemning the Indian army? What is Azam Khan talking about? Is he talking about jobs? Is he talking about farmer welfare?
In the lynch mob that BJP has created, in the daily cow violence that BJP has propagated.
Well, the onus is as much on you. Let me get in Ratan Sharda, Mr. Ratan Sharda.
Who says the BJP has created Navika? I take strong objection to this. Please show me the proof that the BJP has created the lynch mobs. Tell me, Ghanshyam Tiwari can't be on national TV absolutely lying through his teeth and lying through his heart, lying through his head. Where is the BJP? Show me where has the BJP created a lynch mob. And if you don't have it, you should apologize, Mr. Tiwari. You can't have rubbish on national TV. I will make my points on logic, but I'm not going to accept some rubbish which is not backed by evidence.
If you have not created it, if you have not created
show me one. No, you are Navika, this is unacceptable. Somebody is making a false, unsubstantiated, without evidence allegation that qualifies as rubbish. And I want to make this clear that Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari may be desperate to please Mulayam Singh Yadav, desperate to please Azam Khan, but he can't make an unsubstantiated allegation against the BJP. We have not created a lynch mob, no less than the Prime Minister has said. No less than the Prime Minister Modi ji has said. We do not support this kind of violence.
Well,
we do not support any of this. The Prime Minister said it. We are not like Azam Khan.
Because Nalin Kohli,
and like Mulayam Singh Yadav said, rape can be done because they are just boys.
Also been known for that.
Okay.
And by the way, that is not an unsubstantiated claim. I am telling you what is factual in the public domain.
Somebody dies. But the reality is, you have pushed the country.
Unfortunately, sir, I do my homework. But I would request you to do your homework instead of fabricate issues for a television debate.
Let me. Okay, gentlemen, we have Mr. Ratan Sharda. Mr. Ratan Sharda, may I draw your attention to another statement made by Mr. Akbaruddin Owaisi, and this was made on September 13, 2014. He said the BJP demolished the Babri Masjid. At the time of the Babri Masjid demolition, though the then Prime Minister Narasimha Rao was a Congress leader, he actually had a nexus with the RSS. Now, the RSS wants to make India a Hindu Rashtra. That's the allegation that Akbaruddin Owaisi has made against the RSS. My question to you, Mr. Ratan Sharda, is very simple. Is Akbaruddin Owaisi merely doing polarization politics as the oldest trick in the book, or is he setting a dangerous precedent by asking for votes in the name of religion despite a Supreme Court verdict to the contrary?
Navika, I won't go into individually, reiterating anything against what this guy has said, because Akbaruddin Owaisi's history is well known. Mr. Waqar has recently joined AIM, so he doesn't know the history of AIM. So may I draw your attention to the Majlis-e-Muttahideen. What is their background? Their background is that their founder was thrown into jail for 10 years. He had 150,000 Razakars who defended the Hyderabad state against merger with Indian Union. They were the people who said that we want a Muslim dominion and not integration with India. They said they not only did that, they had pogrom against all the Hindus of Hyderabad state to somehow counter this merger of Hyderabad with India. This uncompromised nature of having a Nawab sitting in Hyderabad and having a separate state, where this MIM head said that Arabian Sea will come and wash his feet. This is the background. His grandfather was jailed in 1958 for making such incendiary speeches. Their whole politics is based on such provocative speeches. Because in India, the law takes its own so-called sweet time. So that is why his brother says that let the law take its own course whenever he makes such statements. So you've got two brothers, one going through legal path of making those provocative statements, using the law and the constitution to further his interest as a new age Jinnah, and other is the guy who comes on the street speaking this language. So Mr. Waqar should be careful. And when he was in other party, he was supporting the same Muslims. So Muslims are good. Muslims are safe only in a secular party, not in a casteist party, not in a provocatively religious party, because that way they have been fooled for the last 70 years. What good has it done to Muslims by attaching themselves to Muslim League, to MIM, or to other Muslim parties who are there claiming to be their goodwill ambassadors? The Indian survives because India is a secular state, because of Hindu goodwill, and we have to live together, and this kind of divisive politics is not at all tolerable. And we giving them platform on the national TV, making all kind of outrageous statements, only encourages them to have more outrageous statements. They can reach out to the whole India. He tried that in UP, he failed. He tried it in other states, he has failed. A 2 MP party getting national stage and spouting venom.
But then he's talking about reaching a 50 member of parliament party, Mr. Ratan Sharda. That's why it's on national television, because he's appealing to the Muslim community to bring in 50 people into parliament. And he talks about the Prime Minister in a very belittling manner, which is completely not acceptable to the rest of the country, number one. And number two, he's talking about bringing in Muslims into the parliament only so that laws can be hindered by them coming into the parliament. Just what is he? Is he questioning the secular fabric of the parliament? Is he questioning the secular fabric of the parliament?
Navika.
और सईद असीम वकार मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ.
This is the culture they have, that they insult the PM. They insulted Modi from 2002. They never stopped it. And this is the kind of culture they claim to coming from Hyderabad, which is supposed to be a cultural place. And these people are abusing language all the time. They will never change it, because that is the way they are addressing certain constituency. वकार साहब तो सब में आप छोड़िए, सुधारिए अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी को, उसको जरा जमीन पर लाइए, कर हिंदुस्तान में लोगों को साथ लेके चलना है, तभी कहीं पहुंचेंगे. इस तरह की घटिया भाषा का उपयोग करके ना आप कहीं पहुंचने वाले हैं, आपको फिर अपने मकाम पे जाना पड़ेगा. इस तरह के
सईद असीम वकार
कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे.
दिसंबर 2012 में अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी ने क्या कहा था? अच्छा सईद असीम, आप सुन तो लीजिए. अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी ने 2012 में क्या कहा? उन्होंने कहा इन इंडिया वी आर 25 करोड़, हिंदूज आर 100 करोड़. लेकिन आप पुलिस को 15 मिनट का हटा के देख लीजिए. वी विल शो हु हैज द गट्स एंड हु इज स्ट्रॉन्ग. इस तरह की भाषा इस्तेमाल करते हैं अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी. ये क्या
जी
क्या सईद असीम वकार, इस तरह की भाषा, इस तरह की वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स होगी क्या इस देश में?
नाविका,
आई एम नॉट द टीचर. अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी इज द टीचर, सर. ही इज बीन टीचिंग द मुस्लिम्स इन द एरिया. दैट 15 मिनट पुलिस हटा दीजिए, हम बताएंगे आपको.
अरे सुनिए तो बात मेरी. मैं रतन शारदा जी आपसे नहीं पूछ रहा हूं, रतन शारदा जी से पूछ रहा हूं. बिहार के एक मंत्री हैं, वो पहले मंत्री नहीं थे, एमपी भी नहीं थे, चुनाव लड़ रहे थे, और उन्होंने कहा जो बीजेपी को और मोदी जी को वोट नहीं देगा उसको लात मार के पाकिस्तान भगा देना चाहिए। इस वक्त एक उत्तर प्रदेश में मुख्यमंत्री जी हैं हमारे, ये सांसद हुआ करते थे, इन्होंने कहा
से विवाद कहीं नहीं जाने वाला।
नमस्कार नहीं
आपके आजम खान सबका मोर्चा ले जाते हैं।
सर सुनिए पहले, आप बात सुनिए। आप
क्या सुनेंगे आप?
सर बात तो सुन लीजिए।
भाषा आपके आजम खान जो थे उनकी बात करिए आप। उनके सामने आप कुछ बोले,
तो सुन लीजिए।
पार्टी छोड़ दिया आपने। ओवैसी ने क्या बोला?
बात तो सुन लीजिए।
बीजेपी वाले ने क्या बोला? मुझसे क्या लेना है?
सर बात तो सुन लीजिए।
उसने गलत बोला था, आप भी गलत बोलेंगे।
सुनिए,
करेंगे डिबेट।
सुनिए आपकी पूरी बात।
आप बताइए ओवैसी ने गलत किया कि सही किया?
आप भाग खड़े हुए,
आप उसकी बात करिए।
सारी सेकुलरिज्म आपका घुस गया।
आपका सेक्युलरिज्म ये है कि आप गालियां देंगे, सामने वाला चुप रहेगा, यही आपका सेक्युलरिज्म है।
सर क्यों बात करूं उसकी?
आप अपमान करेंगे सभी का, हिंदू समाज का, यही आपका सेक्युलरिज्म है।
पूछ रहा हूं,
आप अपने नेता को बताइए ना, नेता को डिफेंड करिए। मेरा नेता बोलेगा मैं डिफेंड करूंगा, अपने नेता को आप डिफेंड करिए ना। आपका डिफेंड करने को है क्या? दूसरे को उठाएंगे, वो पाकिस्तान का साथ देगा, हैदराबाद के नवाब की बातें करेगा, वो हिंदुओं को मारने की बात करेगा, उसको आप डिफेंड करेंगे किसी और का नाम लेकर,
उसको आप समुद्र में फेंक देंगे।
आप अपनी बात करिए ना।
सेकुलर
आप 15 मिनट में हिंदुओं को मारेंगे ऐसी बात की आपने, आपके नेता ने। आप क्या उस पार्टी में गए जो पार्टी सारे देश के 100 करोड़ लोगों को मारने की बात करती है? उस पार्टी के साथ आप क्या कर रहे हैं वहां पर?
अब आप किनारे जाइए, दूसरे को भेजिए।
हाँ तो आप भेजिए किसी और को, मारने की धमकियां मत दीजिए यहाँ पर किसी को।
सारा सेकुलरिज्म
आप डेमोक्रेसी की बात करिए, आप वोट की पॉलिटिक्स की बात करिए। आप किस लोगों के साथ बैठे हैं?
आप बेईमान लोग हैं,
आप बेईमान सबसे बड़े। आप ओपनली सेक्युलरिज्म का उपयोग करते हैं, डेमोक्रेसी का उपयोग करते हैं। आपके हैदराबाद में भाग्य लक्ष्मी मंदिर का आप कुछ करने नहीं देते। आप जवाब दीजिए।
बेईमान लोग हैं आप
भाग्य लक्ष्मी मंदिर को रिपेयर नहीं करने देते, ये आपका सेक्युलरिज्म है। वहां बैठे बैठे
समुद्र में फेंकेंगे।
आप सारे हिंदुस्तान को कत्लेआम के रास्ते पर लाना चाहते हैं। हैदराबाद में सफल हुआ, हिंदुस्तान में भी सफल नहीं होंगे। कोई मुस्लिम आपका साथ नहीं देगा, मेरा गारंटी आपके साथ।
मुझे आप समुद्र में फेंकेंगे मुझे?
मैं क्या फेंकूंगा? लोग वोट देके फेंकेंगे आपको। कोई समुद्र में नहीं फेंकेगा। आप खुद भी जाएंगे, आप जाएंगे पाकिस्तान जब ऐसी बातें करेंगे
तो क्यों कह रहे हैं फिर
आप जिस पार्टी के साथ है पाकिस्तान के साथ देने वाली पार्टी है। आप याद रखिए,
वंदे मातरम नहीं कहेंगे
आपका एएम। हाँ, यही जिन्ना ने कहा था।
आप इस तरह की बात करते हैं।
वकार यही जिन्ना ने कहा था कि वंदे मातरम नहीं बोलूंगा। आप वही जिन्ना है। जिन्ना ने यही से शुरू किया था वाद विवाद कि हम वंदे मातरम नहीं बोलेंगे। आप भी वही कह रहे हैं। तो आपकी भाषा में और उसकी भाषा में क्या फर्क है?
तो आप क्यों कह रहे हैं?
मैंने कब कहा? आपके जिन्ना ने कहा।
मेरी भाषा में उसकी
अरे आपके जिन्ना ने कहा, जिसका फॉलो अप कर रहे हैं, जिसके रास्ते पे आप चल रहे हैं, जो मुसलमानों के राइट की बात करते हैं, सेकुलरिज्म की बात करते हैं केवल अपने वोट कमाने के लिए।
आप हैं मौलाना मसूद अजहर।
आप हैं जिन्होंने सारे मुसलमानों को भड़का के पाकिस्तान बनाया। आप हैं जो नए पाकिस्तान खड़ा करना चाहते हैं।
देश को बांटने,
आप केवल धर्म के नाम पे वोट जमा करना चाहते हैं, हम नहीं करना चाहते।
आप लोग चेहरे पर नकाब लगा के चलते हैं।
नकाब आपके ऊपर लगी हुई है।
कहा जाए तब तक तो आप सेकुलर हैं।
आप अपना जवाब दीजिए। ओवैसी का जवाब क्या आपके पास? बकवास मत करें यहाँ पर आप केवल।
थैंक यू, बस पूछ लिया मैंने आपसे।
हाँ, मैंने जवाब दे दिया आपको।
बकवास मत समझाइए,
कर दिया आपको मैंने पूरा यहाँ पर नंगा।
आपके जवाब देंगे, आपका जवाब ही नहीं है।
मैं क्या जवाब दूं? बीजेपी के लिए देंगे कोहली जवाब, मैं क्या जवाब दूं?
MR Venkatesh, let me get you in at this point. MR Venkatesh, what has the Owaisi party, the AIMIM, said about the NCP Congress government in Maharashtra? They say these parties, secular parties, have used Muslim votes to capture power and then neglected us. During the Congress NCP 15-year rule in Maharashtra, they did not think of us.
Yes.
This is what he said in Maharashtra, asking for votes. This is not the first time. This is the DNA of the party, asking for votes in the name of religion, something that's not allowed, something that's banned under the Supreme Court's own verdict. My question to you, MR Venkatesh, is very clearly that can a party that's demanding secularism from other political parties, especially when they accuse the BJP, can such a political party be non-secular on their own, demand votes on the basis of Muslims, on the basis of religion, on the basis of making 50 seats in parliament only on the basis of Muslim votes? What happens to all the other constituents in their constituency who may not be Muslims? Because 64% are Muslims, but 46% are others as well in Asaduddin Owaisi's constituency itself in Hyderabad.
Now, Navika, this is a very serious question, and let me be given a couple of minutes. Now, listen, this whole issue of people like Mr. Owaisi, the senior and the junior, are actually bringing discredit to the entire Muslim Samaj. The average Muslim is secular, notwithstanding the fact that Islam may be incompatible with the idea of secularism. And I'm making it with all responsibility that there are several authorities on Islam who said that secularism is an idea alien to Islam. But despite it, the DNA of the Indian Muslim by and large has been to adhere to secularism. Second, it is these type of people who not only interpret Islam in a moderate way, but they do it exactly the Kattarpanthi way. That is, they say, you, Navika, it is me, M.R. Venkatesh, who are all kafirs. And not only are we kafirs, we are all to be given optionless death as per their interpretation of Islam, which is not the true interpretation of Islam, which is not the interpretation of Islam as believed by the majority of the people. But this is the type of hatred, this is the type of divisiveness that is being spewed by this Asaduddin Owaisi, Akbaruddin Owaisi, day in, day out. And that is exacerbating the fault lines in the society. This is the problem today. I urge on both the state government and the central government, I urge Navin Kohli, sir, please, you are a learned lawyer, you have the law under your command, please take action under 153A. This is the time to show these people that this cannot be Jinnah Part 2. We had one Jinnah, we had a partition, and consequence of which we are at million deaths. We can't afford, this nation at this stage of development of a 1.2 billion people cannot afford Jinnah Mark 2. Please, sir, urge your party, both, I think, I'm sure all the other panelists will also join me, that this type of hate speaking and
partition. You are just...
I don't have to have, sir, I have knowledge about constitution. I have knowledge about constitution. So please, that is why I'm saying that I know the Islam doesn't ask. Okay, I don't have knowledge, sir, but please understand. You answer me whether I am kafir or not. Whether I have to give an optionless death or not.
Migrate from India on religious...
No, you answer my question. No, you answer my question. Whether I am kafir or not. Whether I am kafir or not, please tell me that.
I will answer you.
Sir, whether I am kafir or not, tell me this.
Kafir means nastic.
Whether I am kafir or not.
Kafir means...
No, am I kafir or not?
Nastic, you are kafir.
No, whether I am kafir or not, you tell me.
As per, I am answering you.
No, don't give that. That is a very simple interpretation. Don't try to escape all these things. There are interpretation of Islam, I'll show you. Deobandi and Tablighi, which says I must be killed. I must be killed.
As per
No, I must be killed. If I
you are not Nastic.
There are Deobandi. What have you done to that? What have you done? What have you done to people? What have you done to people? To your own people who have said different interpretation. Don't tell me I don't know Islam. You don't know exact definition of Islam. Your people have taught you a very, very special. You have one hand, you will...
Mr. Alimuddin Khan.
On the other hand,
Mr. Alimuddin Khan, may I draw your attention to a question that I want to raise? May I draw your attention, Mr. Alimuddin Khan, to one statement. One statement, Mr. Alimuddin Khan. This was who made this statement in 1940 in Lahore. Muslim India cannot accept any constitution which must necessarily result in a Hindu majority government. Hindus and Muslims brought together under a democratic system forced upon the minorities can only mean a Hindu Raj. Who made this statement, Alimuddin Khan?
Jinnah.
Okay, so if Jinnah made this statement, how close to it is Akbaruddin Owaisi tonight? That's the question we are asking. Why is Akbaruddin Owaisi making the same remarks, which is what M.R. Venkatesh was raising with you? We've seen one partition in 1947. We've seen the Jinnah fallout of the Jinnah statement. Please do not create a similar environment in 2017 in India. That is why Akbaruddin Owaisi must be booked under violation of section 153A and also section 123(3) of the Representation of the People Act, which his statement clearly violates. If elections were on, he would be in breach of the model code of conduct. Mr. Alimuddin Khan, why should Akbaruddin Owaisi make such a divisive statement?
Navika ji, let me reply now. Pre-independence, Hindu Mahasabha was doing the same thing. After that, RSS doing the same thing. BJP is playing politics of the divide. They are talking about Hindu Samaj, Muslim Samaj. Why?
No, at no point of time you can compare RSS with Owaisi. I strongly object to that. I strongly object to that, Mr. Alimuddin Khan. You can have your differences with RSS, but you cannot equate RSS to people you cannot equate it to people who are out to divide this country. So, Alimuddin Khan, please take back your words. Please take back your words that I will not allow you to have this equation that RSS is equal to Owaisi brothers. No, don't give me all this crap. No, don't give me all this crap. Don't give me all this crap. Enough of your filibuster. I have called you enough time. So stop it. Stop this nonsense, Mr. Alimuddin Khan, that you cannot do this because
Ratan Sharma is responding to you. Ratan Sharma is responding to you.
He is the person.
But your
Imagine
be passed.
Congress has tie-up with Muslim League. Congress has tie-up with MIM, and they are speaking this language.
You are talking for a divisive force.
RSS is not bloodthirsty, running with swords and killing people in Hyderabad like your people did. Your friend Owaisi in Hyderabad, the Razakars killed Hindus with swords and open weapons. Did RSS ever do it?
Owaisi and RSS are going
No, RSS has been. No, RSS has not. Will not allow that statement.
You people should be put under arrest.
Okay, gentlemen, one at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Gentlemen, may I please request you? May I please request you to calm down, gentlemen? May I please request you to calm down? Since three of you are speaking, we can't hear anybody. MR Venkatesh has made his point. Mr. Ratan Sharda, you were responding. Yes, Mr. Ratan Sharda.
I am saying this Alimuddin may have tie-up with MIM all these years. He may have tie-ups with Muslim League, but he has no right to equate RSS with people who partition country, who had direct action on their head, who killed thousands of people, Razakars who killed thousands of Hindus in Hyderabad. He has no right to seek to make parallel with RSS, which is patriotic organization, which has fought for the country, which has stopped partition, suffering people, who had looked after refugees from Pakistan. You have no right to speak that language, Mr. Alimuddin. You know the truth. You have no right to have a tie-up with people like Muslim League who divided country, or with MIM who speaks of violence all through. What kind of politics are you playing? You are the biggest supporters of divisive politics. You are the one who went to USA. Rahul Gandhi said saffron terror is worse than the Muslim terror. This is the kind of language of Congress party speaks. Congress has no place to speak. Congress is the party which has been supporting Islamic terror by its useless counter-terror operations, by making policies which spoil the whole security apparatus of this country. This is the kind of political party, the biggest divisive party in India today.
You have to take care of this nation.
You have to take care that you don't support terrorists in the name of secularism. You stop.
Okay, let me get in Nalin Kohli. Let me get in.
This is wrong.
Okay, gentlemen, let me get in Nalin Kohli. Nalin Kohli, simple, straightforward question. The All India.
किसी आदमी को खराब नहीं कहा, किसी भाषा को खराब नहीं कहा है.
आप अगर आरएसएस से कंपेयर करेंगे मैं नहीं सुनूंगा. एमआईएम जैसे खूनी लोग, मुस्लिम लीग जैसे डिवाइड करने वाले लोग, लाखों लोग को मारने वाले लोग, उससे हमको कंपेयर करेंगे हम नहीं सुनेंगे. आप कुछ भी करिए, ढंग की डिबेट करिए. आप लोगों के ऊपर कातिल होने का करेंगे, जिन लोगों ने कत्ल किया उनके सामने हमको कंपेयर करेंगे. आप जिन्होंने देश के लिए जान दी उनसे कंपेयर करेंगे. देश को लूटने वाले ये आपकी भाषा है, ये आपकी समझ है देश के बारे में.
आप बीजेपी और
आपके मुस्लिम ने डिवाइड किया, आरएसएस ने बचाया. आपके हैदराबाद में रज़ाकार लोगों ने,
आपको उससे क्या तकलीफ है?
आप क्या बात करते हैं?
वो जहां जो भी रिप्रेजेंट करे वो उनकी अपनी चॉइस है. असीम वकार साहब, आपको क्या ऑब्जेक्शन है? रतन शारदा बीजेपी को सपोर्ट करें, आरएसएस को सपोर्ट करें, वो उनकी अपनी चॉइस है.
मैं दल बदलू नहीं आपकी तरह. वकार दल बदल करते हैं, यहाँ पर अलग भाषा का उपयोग करते हैं
ना। आप एक्सेप्ट कर लीजिए, मुझे कोई ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं।
मैं क्या एक्सेप्ट करूं? मैं एक्सेप्ट करता हूं क्या वहां से भाग के एमआई में?
मुझे ऑब्जेक्शन ये है
क्या मैं क्या एक्सेप्ट करूं? मैंने कोई गलत काम नहीं किया, मैं
खुल के
एक्सेप्ट करूं? आप गलत पार्टी में घुसे, इसके लिए
दिखा
फालतू बात करते हैं आप ढंग की बात करिए। इल्जाम लगाने से इल्जाम नहीं बनता।
कहां घुसूं कहां ना घुसूं भाई, मैं तो खुल के आया हूं ना। आप खुल के बोलिए।
तो मैं खुल के बोल रहा हूं ना।
आप
मैं पूछ रहा हूं बीजेपी के बारे में क्या बात करते हैं?
वो भी खुल के बोल रहे हैं। ओके जेंटलमैन, लेट्स गेट टू द सब्सटैंटिव पार्ट ऑफ द डिबेट।
डिबेट को
Let's get to the substantive part of the debate. Let me get in Nalin Kohli. Nalin Kohli, when the AIMIM actually accuses the BJP of playing communal politics, that was the exact premise they used in the Uttar Pradesh elections. What about Asaduddin Owaisi's statement when the Uttar Pradesh election results had come? He said Shamshan has won over Kabristan. Isn't that the most divisive rant? After all, it's the vote of the people, it's the choice of the people that there was a BJP government, and a BJP government with a thumping majority, 325 out of 403 seats. And Asaduddin Owaisi calls it a victory of Shamshan over Kabristan?
Navika ji, we need to bear in mind, the problem is not that the BJP is communal. The problem is that the BJP's agenda is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. To get 312 seats on our own and 324 with our ally in Uttar Pradesh clearly means that it's evidently Muslims would have voted for the party too. It wasn't just a Hindu vote. That frightens people like Mr. Owaisi because they believe they are the leaders and the voice of the Muslims. Actually, a fair point was made by M.R. Venkatesh. Indians are basically, irrespective of their faith, secular people. And that includes Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Hindus, everybody. What Mr. Owaisi and his brother are trying to speak of the fringe and trying to create a vote bank on the extreme. The problem is that in India, when you're going to go beyond the constitution, you'll create a problem. Because India is a secular country, Indians are by and large secular. The minute this kind of fringe happens, whoever speaks, if somebody speaks extreme for Hindu, if somebody speaks extreme for Islam or any other religion, the mainstream does not accept it. And we have to condemn it. The problem is Mr. Owaisi and his company, his brother, etc., they all try to create this persecution mentality of fear. They don't have a positive agenda. They never had, they never can probably have. They don't know a positive agenda. So if you don't know a positive agenda, how are you going to target Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas? How are you going to target the development when a gas reaches somebody's house? It is not distinguished. Is the gas reaching under Pahel to a Muslim or a Hindu or a Dalit or an upper caste or a Christian or a Jew or a Parsi? It doesn't. If a toilet is built, it's not. Seeing that who is the toilet being built? It's built for an Indian citizen who needs it. That agenda they don't have. So therefore they build their whole thing on a hate campaign. And we have to speak firmly about it. Why shouldn't we speak firmly about it? Because they want to break the positivity that's coming into the country.
Well, it's very clear, and I'm getting a lot of questions and comments coming in on involve.in/news. Our viewers, we are getting your views here. In fact, one view coming in from Hitesh Ahuja, which says, I urge the Muslims to come out and show their dissent and disagreement with the Owaisis in Telangana tomorrow itself. Another comment that's coming in, forget 2019, this is not a phase for pseudo-secularists. Also, another comment coming in from Leonard, who says, difficult to envisage Mr. Alimuddin Khan as a political analyst. He only talks of one kind of agenda. Those are the comments coming in. Saeed Asim Wakar, एक सवाल है जो यहाँ लोग पूछ रहे हैं, वो पूछ रहे हैं कि जब असदुद्दीन ओवैसी कहते हैं कि लिंचिंग हो रही है इस देश में और इस वजह से मुस्लिम जो हैं वो सेकंड क्लास सिटीजन्स हैं, तो क्या वो एक फियर साइकोसिस क्रिएट कर रहे हैं? क्या ये फियर साइकोसिस आपका बेसिस है वोट बटोरने की एक थ्योरी है?
देखिए, लिंचिंग तो हो रही है,
ये वो भी तो कर रहे हैं।
जिस तरह से अखलाक को घर में घुस के साजिश करके लाउड स्पीकर पे ऐलान करके मारा गया, बात समझिएगा मेरी, वो क्या था? पहलू खान को जिस तरह से मारा गया वो क्या था? जफर खान को स्वच्छता अभियान के तहत जिस तरह से मारा गया वो क्या था? आप देखिए, जुनैद को जिस तरह से मारा गया, अलीमुद्दीन अभी झारखंड में 3 दिन पहले जिस दिन पीएम का भाषण था, पीएम ने जिस दिन बहुत मजम्मत की है, उस दिन उसको अलीमुद्दीन
पर सईद असीम वकार
जो गाय पालता था,
सईद असीम वकार, नलिन कोहली ने आपको पहले भी याद कराया था, अयूब डीएसपी अयूब पंडित
का भी तो मैंने नाम लिया था, फयाज का नाम लिया था, पर अयूब पंडित को तो मुसलमानों ने मारा रमजान के समय, वहां नमाज पढ़ा जा रहा था भाई श्रीनगर में, और फयाज जो एक ऑफिसर था सरकार आर्मी में, उसको मारा गया था, कोई हिंदू ने नहीं मारा, सुजीत को मुस्लिम क्राउड ने मारा। कहां पर आप इस क्राइम को ले जाएंगे? जिसने मारा वो जेल जाए, मतलब इसमें थोड़ी ना हिंदू मुस्लिम करोगे आप। रेप करेंगे लड़के तो मुलायम सिंह यादव खड़ा होकर कहेगा अरे ऐसे तो होता है, लड़के लड़के हैं।
आप तो
कहां जा रहे हैं आप?
सर मुझे बोलने तो दीजिए, सर मुझे बोलने तो दीजिए। मैं नाम ले रहा हूं पहलू खान, मेवात में उसको मार दिया जबकि वो गाय पालने के लिए ले जा रहा था, डेयरी का काम करता था।
सरकार किसकी थी?
6 लोगों के खिलाफ नामजद रिपोर्ट हुई, जिसमें से सर सुनिए, आपकी सरकार है राजस्थान में सर, मेवात में जिसके खिलाफ रिपोर्ट हुई उन 6 लोगों में से,
हाँ तो कर रही है एक्शन, यही तो मैं कह रहा हूं आपसे,
बड़ा नेता है,
एक्शन ले रहे हैं भाई।
आपने क्यों नहीं गिरफ्तार किया उसको? क्यों कब लेंगे आप एक्शन?
मैं आपसे सिर्फ एक सवाल पूछूंगी, एक सवाल पूछूंगी सईद असीम वकार, असदुद्दीन ओवैसी हैज ऑलरेडी सेड,
नॉन बीजेपी सरकारें ले नहीं रही है साहब, आप तो ऐसे ही अननेसेसरी आरोप लगा रहे हैं। क्यों नहीं कहते सुजीत के लिए जहां
असदुद्दीन ओवैसी, one comment of Asaduddin Owaisi which I can read out to you.
आप कब तक
one statement of Asaduddin Owaisi, gentlemen please listen to this statement. Asaduddin Owaisi said, I have always been stating there was never and there will never be a Muslim vote bank. It has always been the opposite. Has Asaduddin Owaisi been completely proved wrong because he is now talking only about a Muslim vote bank, and the Muslim vote bank is being promoted by his own brother, the MLA from Hyderabad, Akbaruddin Owaisi. Should he be booked for speaking the language of Jinnah in 2017 India? Is this something that is to be seen as a violation of section 153A of the Indian Penal Code? We leave you with that thought, because if it is, that there should be pressure on the Andhra Pradesh government, on the Telangana government to book Akbaruddin Owaisi. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me.